Good afternoon. It is Barbara, the East Coast Dragon Lady, coming to you on the first Sunday in January. And I can't believe that we're already into almost, it's the first whole week, but we're almost into like the second week of January. So I hope everybody had a good new year, and we've already been launched into 2026. So I hope this all finds you well. So I was thinking I almost didn't do this, and the reason being that I had a couple of days. I would say I've had a rough start to January. It's personal stuff, family stuff. And I was like, I wasn't really feeling it, but then I wanted to share with you a couple of things. So two things have happened yesterday and today. So I mentioned in my last podcast that I have met my guides, my personal guides, and there's 4 of them. And I've been spending a few days just finding out more about them, sort of having individual conversations about who they are, sort of a bit like when you meet friends, because, if they're going to be, I need to understand them and they need to understand me if we're going to be working together. So that has been going really well. It's fabulous. So yesterday I went and got an eye exam, and I needed to tweak my glasses, and I'd actually said to myself before I went, I would really like a pair that have got purple in them, or some purple glasses, because as you can see, I like purple, and I'm like, that would be really cool to have a purple pair of glasses. And when I got there, I was like scouring the glasses, and I couldn't see any, and I sort of picked a couple that were sort of okay, and I literally said to myself, so after my eye exam I was trying to pick out a couple of pairs to see, and I literally said it, not out loud, I really wanted those purple glasses, and I looked up and they were right there. And I was like, wow, I asked and it happened. So I sort of laughed about that and like, okay, I was meant to have these. So obviously you'll be seeing them when I get them in the next week or two. So today, say it was another rough start to the morning, and I've realized that over the years that when I've got upset or things like that, I tend to clean. Which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. So I was cleaning, and I noticed that where my dryer is, that the outgoing tube would actually come out a little bit, and I was like, oh, I need to pull out the dryer and put that back. And of course, when you pull those things out, there's all sort of dirt and dust and things. So I pulled it off, thinking I would clean the outside one, and I put my hand inside, and there was a whole load of fluff that had got sort of stuck in there because it hadn't been connected properly. And I realized that, again, I'd been drawn to something that I probably wouldn't have noticed, and that could have caused a fire. And I was like, again, thank you for taking me to something that I don't even know why. I happened to look down and I could see light coming in, so I knew it had disconnected. So I cleaned all that out. So I've spent a few hours cleaning stuff that I didn't think I was going to clean. So I've had 4 days off work, and I'm sort of getting ready to go back to work. So anyway, while I was doing all of that, I felt like I really did need to pull some cards for this week. I actually went to my Akashic record deck, and every one of them I pulled was answers to what's going on with me. And I was like, okay, so I'm sitting here grounding myself. I thought I would pull a dragon card first. So let's see. That's a Dragon Awakening. Or Becoming Dragon. So this is there's 2 actually. Becoming Dragon. To truly live in this life, you must learn how to die within it. Let it go, dear child. You will step forth from the embers naked and reborn and ready to rule. That sort of goes with Dragon Queen, that I think was yesterday. And this other one is Dragon Flight. It's time to fly high above the situation and see all from a new perspective. The big picture, what lies above and beyond and below, will now become clear to you. Shift your focus. So I think that was for me. But thank you, dragons, for that. I will share those. So there, those. I've got some Tibetan flute music. So I did pull out I have a starseed deck that I thought I would also, it's Rebecca Campbell's starseed deck. I thought I might start using those for a while. So we'll pull a couple of those. This is the Akashic Records. Let me just pull one to see what is in the week to come for us. If there's a message for the collective. Toxic. You may be projecting your unresolved issues onto others. Don't cause harm. So I guess that's for whoever needs to hear that today. So toxic. So let's see what the and I think with what's going on in the United States, maybe that is a collective card, because there's a lot of toxicity going on, which I'm staying away from the news. If you're following me on Facebook, I have been focusing on the peace mission of the monks that are walking from Texas to Washington, D.C. They have the most beautiful dog that I think has stolen the whole of the country's heart. He was an Indian street dog, and they brought him back. They apparently have gone around the world walking these peace missions, and if you want to see sort of real humility, some of them are walking barefoot, and they're actually, I think they've just entered North Carolina. They're walking 2,300 miles, but they have this beautiful dog with them. So if you haven't seen it, people are spreading it all over Facebook, and they're taking their peace mission to the capital. So I'll be interested to see where that goes. But it's beautiful to see. I mean, clearly it is. They're monks. People obviously are giving them places to stay, but I also understand that they sleep on the ground, and they do not speak unless they're spoken to. So almost an order of silence. So let's see, we've got Ostara, fertility. So that's usually something's coming to fruition. The perfect time for you to start new projects is her message. Archimedes, guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So that's Archimedes. Let's do one more. Butterfly maiden, transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So that's those. Let me see what the dragons have to say, and then we'll do the star seeds. So we've had snow here in the northeast of the United States. I'm just outside Boston, Massachusetts, and it's definitely been colder than normal. And my electricity bill is reflecting that. Because I live in a condo, and even though heat and hot water is included, when it's it's an old condo, and the system can't handle it. So as the air dragon helps you rise above earthly matters. Silver lunar dragon bathes you in divine feminine light, which is nice. So these are all very blue and actually, so they're my Pleiadians, I think, are stepping in here today with the business, is what I'm hearing. And the Archangel Gabriel's dragon. So all white and blue brings purification, self-discipline, and will speed ascension and bring joy. You carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. And then let's see what the star seeds have to say. I've got a candle burning here as well. I've been doing a lot more of that. Candle burning and just generally trying to keep myself grounded. Sometimes it's hard when you're dealing with earthly issues. So I'm hearing, especially when you're not from here. Yeah, so it was my choice to come to deal with this. I was just noticing the air dragon has other birds. So there's the dragon, but other birds. And as you know, I have bird feeders and have quite a bit of wildlife that comes to visit. So that the squirrels keep me entertained. Because when there's no food in the feeders, they try to go after the suet and they can't get into it. Mind you, I think once they managed to get it unhooked, but it's meant to be squirrel proof, right? Anything that's squirrel proof, they will actually, ooh, I haven't seen this one before, the void. Wow. Stop, embrace winter. Embrace winter, great cosmic wound. Well, there's a message. I almost feel I don't need to pull another card. So we just had the Wolf Moon. And let me just pull one more. So this is new to me, this deck, even though I've had it. And this is the Seven Star Sisters. Birthing creation, tapestry of life's expression. And I think, if I'm right in saying, Seven Sisters. Let me check if I've got. I'm learning more about the Pleiades. Seven Sisters. Constellation. Oh, yeah. Pleiades, that's what I thought. Why did I even have to check? So it says the Seven Sister constellation refers to the Pleiades, a bright, easily visible open star cluster in the constellation Taurus, famous across cultures and visible to the naked eye as a small hazy dipper of stars, with its bright blue young stars nestled in the cosmic dust. In Greek myth, they were the daughters of Atlantis and Pleion, transformed into stars to escape Orion. Interesting, because I also, so I have the seven, which I thought were the seven archangels, but I think it's the Seven Sisters. So again, something else that I've, sometimes it takes a while, but isn't that interesting that they wanted to show me? And this is what I found with my Pleiadian, the male and the female, that since I've connected with them, these sort of things have been happening. They're definitely, like also when I got my reading, or when I met them, the person giving the reading said, and there are crystals. And then she said, no, they're clear crystals. First of all, she thought it was Lemurian crystals, and she goes, no, they're just quartz crystals. And I said, oh yes, I have a lot of those. And she said, that's confirmation that they see what's going on around. So I got the void, and then the Seven Sisters, which was the Pleiadians, just letting me know they're here. I find them very sort of business-like. Well, actually Narissa says she isn't that serious, but certainly Paul, who's the male, is the very serious one. I think it's her that so apparently she likes to hide things. I still haven't found the candle, and it was a candle this size that went missing. So maybe she'll bring it back. I just found something else that went missing. So she likes to hide things, just so that I know that she's around. But my Lyrans are the ones that have brought my cat closer to me. It's a very long story about my cat, but she was originally from Texas, and she was very shy. I think she was feral. They didn't say she was, but she definitely, it took her almost 2 years before she didn't, she's still a bit skittish, but I actually said when we were talking about the Lyrans, I'm like, oh, I call her my Lyran princess. And I was told, yeah, she clearly is a Lyran. And she's been very clingy to me, very getting close to me, needs to sit on me all the time, especially if I'm up here in my room, she'll meow at me because she wants to come back upstairs. So interesting. So let's talk about what we had. So the first card I pulled was toxic, which I think is just the general theme of what has happened since Christmas to now. Hopefully that is just saying you may be projecting your own unresolved issues. So that's also for me. Don't cause harm. So we can't do a whole lot about what the country's doing. And then we had Ostara, who is bringing us new things, so fertility. And it is the perfect time for you to start new projects. So beginning of the year, new projects. Archimedes is our guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. And then the butterfly maiden is transformation, which is similar to Ostara. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So that's from there. And then the dragons, we've got the air dragon, the silver lunar dragon, and Gabriel's dragon, all the clear quartz blues, which then led us to the void, and then to the seven sisters, which was the Pleiades. Just confirming that it actually says, this one, the void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic wound. So it is for us, as I've said before, this is the time of year where we tend to go inward more than outward. And I think it still feels for me that I have some internal stuff to work through so that I can bring it out into the new. It doesn't feel like a fast start. I often say that a couple of years ago, I was literally thrown out at the beginning of the year. This seems more gentle. So I'm grateful for that. So I hope everybody has a good first week of January, and please check out if you've just found me on YouTube, please subscribe. If you haven't gone to my website, please check it out. My website is www.eastcoastdragonlady.com. I'm still offering a 45-minute free clarity call, which can be anything from checking in with me, talking about dragons and whatever I'm guided to share with you, or if you're looking for one of my services or have a question, I'm always open to do that. And again, I'm grateful for all of you that have subscribed this year or found me this year. Please share. If any of this speaks to you, please share it with your community. That's why I do this, is so that if something speaks to you, then share it. And if you want a quicker way to get to me, my email is eastcoastdragonlady@gmail.com. So I hope you have a good week, and I'll be back soon.